All right, Infinity War, Undead. Here we go. I don't try super hard to get like the top spot or anything. It seems like they want you to have a balance of 9 load troops and single load troops. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 out of 49. So if we get a couple more that are single load, maybe that'll make them happy, yeah. Okay, so maybe a couple more Sacred Swordsmen in there. 25, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay, so that should be a nice balance of single load and full load troops. And here we go. We have some tanks in the back to stop their rear attack, and they have some tanks up in the front to tank their guys, and a couple healers and a brawler in there, and then our DPS damage guys behind there. I put auto off with Dracula on here. Just seems to get more damage for some reason. And here we go. Okay. So it looks like, excuse me, a little bit of a dry cough there. Most of your damage is going to be coming from the Goblin Tech cannons, obviously. And usually they don't take a lot of, they do enough damage so they're not really dying from getting attacked here. So I like to keep an eye on my troops and have them around how many I had at the beginning. That's kind of how many. You don't want to start losing troops, basically. So at 290, keep an eye on your health. That should be pretty much refilling every time. So you don't have to have these troops. I find that if I put in higher damage per second, we just lost a troop. That's not cool. More orc hunters, it doesn't seem to help. So there's just like a maximum amount of damage that can be done, unless there's some freak out there that somehow with the zoo, they're doing like 600 million or something, which is, I don't understand. It's fewer troops and you're doing way more damage on it. But anyway, so I like to just keep an eye on my health. I try not to lose any troops. I don't know if we lost just maybe a Goblin Tech there or something, or sometimes a Peltas will get outnumbered and get taken down there. So, like I said, I'm not super competitive on this. You can keep trying. It'll give you different scores. But I used to try to tweak it and get the best, highest score out there, but I just don't have time for that. And most of you don't. Most of you just want to break that 200 million, get your prizes, and call it a day. But there's some guys out there that are ultra competitive and have all day to just keep hitting the fight button again or whatever. That's not me. Crud, we lost another troop. So I look at the halfway mark, about 170 at the 230 mark. So, and then we're getting about 2, maybe 3 mil every 2 seconds. So that's all right. Hitting that 200 million right about now. So if I get around 370, that'll be all right. It just depends, guys. So we've lost 2 troops overall. For some reason, turning on auto with Dracula, for me, I got like 2 million less than normal. Then when it's on, I get like 2 million less than when I turn it off. So not sure why that would be, but it seems to be the case. So some people get more with Dracula on than off, though. So whatever. There's some RNG out there, give or take a few mil on some of the stuff that happens. So ideally, if you can get the guys bunched together, which is not easy to do, but you'll probably do more damage. Dang it, we just lost another troop. Not sure how, because our health is like pretty much full the entire time there. So unless it's the orc hunters themselves, they don't really get healed in there. So maybe those are the ones that are dying. We lost 3 troops so far. So 299, 300 mil. And we'll see how this goes here. Where it looks like we're going to hit about 370 million on this one, so not horribly bad. Maybe 365. Oh, come on. Hmm, 370-ish, maybe 371. Okay, so 373 on that one. Report says. There you go. Obviously, the orc hunters, the goblin techs are going to do the majority of your damage. But, if I pulled out a couple sacred swordsmen and put in some more, it's not going to do any more damage. Other guys are just doing less. And that's kind of reflected by what you see here with these guys. So 377, 375. That's good enough for, I could probably do it a couple more times and maybe get around that, but I don't really care that much. So that's that, guys. I hope it helps out. With Dracula, you don't really need maybe 1 or 2 pilgrims in there to help heal your main tank, because he can die, and sometimes the guys will break through and kill your damage dealers or whatever. But yeah, and then you want some tanks in the back for rear protection. That's kind of why I have these guys there, so they'll stop the tanks in the back to stop the ghost assassins from attacking your goblin tech. So that's kind of strategy. This formula, or this particular guys, can be used pretty much on all of them without the tanks. If there's no rear attackers, I'll move my goblin techs and range to the back, and then I probably won't have any pilgrims or anything like that. But that's kind of what I use. I'll be doing one updated video for each Infinity Wars. So thanks for the question. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day. I'll catch you next time.